Beatnikers, welcome back to my channel once again. If you're new here, consider subscribing because I feel that my goal is to bring you the most delicious thinking and enhance your intellect to escape velocity. Let's start today's day. That's Humboldt University. Anyway, before I start today's vlog, very important thing which I want to address. I'm sure you guys are either planning to come to Germany for studies and maybe looking out for help from education consulting companies. It's sad to say, you know, couple of days back there was a guy who visited my office as soon as I came back from Dresden. This guy came up to me since he knows that I make videos here in Berlin. He visited me. The reason I'm telling you this story is he came back saying that I need your help because I have been actually being cheated wrongly into wrong program which I never wanted to do, and I'm here. What should I do now? I'm not going to give you every detail, but his point was he was supposed to do business studies, but he was offered student colleague T course, which has nothing to do with him, because if you want to do engineering, that's when you take T course for student colleague. Otherwise you take W course for business. Now I don't know whom to blame. Of course there are wrong people in the business. Yeah, people are becoming victim of it. That's why I often think like, oh my god, like every time I talk about J&M education, am I falling in the wrong? Because people tend to keep you in the same baskets, right? That's why. Just be careful. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Let's start. Okay, let's start with my education so that you understand exactly what I'm talking about. I have done my hotel management from IHM Hyderabad, and post that I started working with OBEROI hotels. Now, when you talk about OBEROIs, I've made multiple videos, my journey from how I got the job until the time I left. So I'm going to link all the videos in the description. When I was working for hotel industry, what I realized is that having a higher education was so much necessary, especially when you are on the top positions, because all my managers, they were either from Europe or they have gone to Europe, done some studies and came back. That's what I was like, why there is so much preference given to any of the European studies, especially Switzerland. Now anyone who can afford Switzerland, well, go ahead, but if you can't, then Germany is also a bright market. That's what I'm here to talk about, that you don't need to get disappointed if you can't afford to go to Switzerland. Talking about my career wise, I was working as a food and beverage person. I started with the lowest level, worked till way up, having worked in India and abroad with multiple European countries here now. I have a solid business background now, having worked with a lot of startups and multiple medium-sized companies here in Germany and in elsewhere also. I'm here to give you a holistic view of hotel industry. That, yeah, majorly I'm going to be talking about the benefits and why Germany as an industry is so much appealing for hotel industry. So the first question which comes to my mind is, why Germany for hotel management? First thing which comes to our mind when you immediately talk about Germany is its heavy industry and its financial hub status in whole of Europe. But this is not being a secret anymore. Germany's hospitality industry is booming at the same time while these heavy industries are going up. Just to share a few numbers, Top Hotel Projects database, this is one of the companies, they provide database for hospitality sectors and how many hotels are in the project. Top Hotel Projects database found out that 10 cities in Europe that have the most active hotel projects pipelines, 4 of them are in Germany. So main 4 cities in Germany are Hamburg, Munich, Berlin and Frankfurt. A lot of projects. Just to share some numbers with you guys, and Munich has 26 projects under pipeline with almost more than 5,000 rooms which are going to be added to the current market. Hamburg has 20 projects with 4,966. Berlin has 17 projects with 4,567 rooms, and Frankfurt has 17 projects with 3,988 rooms. Can you imagine like the amount of job market which is going to go higher with this, especially for hospitality people? Germany is one of the very famous spots in whole of Europe. It is the #1 famous spots for Europeans and second number in the favorite spots while crossing the roads when Europeans are traveling within Europe. This is the second likely spot where people like to stop. Definitely this gives an edge to hospitality industry in Germany. So this is why there are a lot of jobs available and less number of people to take these jobs. Second major reason I want to tell you why you should do your hotel management right now in Germany
is benefits. I'm going to talk in a separate part, but right now, why as a market, as a German market, why is it so bright for any sort of jobs? Is because of its aging population. Here in Germany, most of the population is aging, so more number of people are getting older, while there are less number of jobs which can actually pay them pension to these old people. The more number of youngsters add into the job market, they're going to pay a lot of taxes, and that those taxes will be adequately used to cover these pension for these old people. That's why Germany needs a lot of people currently. So this is also one of the reasons Germany has a lot of market. They just need right skill sets. Next question which comes to my mind is, what are the benefits of doing hotel management from Germany? I have around 4 to 5 points which I would like to keep in front of you. Well, one of the most important point which comes on top is finances. It's a big of a deal for a lot of families because it's not just about one kid going out to study, but it's a huge investment in his or her future. Compared to Switzerland, Germany is still affordable. It is far more cheaper compared to Switzerland or elsewhere in the world. In terms of living expense, in terms of your tuition fees, just to give you a rough idea, let's take an example so that you understand it better. So the range of fees for masters for hospitality, you can expect somewhere between 13,000 to 18 to 20,000 euros. These are the major expense, which is your tuition fees, 14,000 example, 8,700 for blocked account for first year, and then for second year also 8,700. So 2 times 8,700 and 14,000 took as an example. You can add all of it and you can get whatever is the amount. So that's far more affordable compared to other countries currently. Second major advantage what I see is, how can I get this money back now, right? You have invested so much, definitely you need to have a job. You have 18 months of job search visa immediately after you complete your study. So technically you have 2 years of study plus 18 months to find a job. 3 years, 8 months in your hand to find one single job to pay all this 14,000 euros plus the cost of living which you've spent. Anyone would be smart enough, he can, if he or she decides to come to Germany, can get one job, right? One job. Alright, so third major advantage what you get is, if you think that you're gonna get away just like that, German language is going to be part of your studies and mandatory, you have to study. Even though that becomes hard and tough for you initially, but think about 8 years from now, you're going to be carrying language, an additional language which you have learned recently, adding to your portfolio. When I was studying my bachelor, this is what was missing from my actual course, which is we were not pushed, which is the pulse of hospitality industry, is to know the language. We were not taught like that. You're going to have that benefit also. So living here in Germany, you're going to learn German language. Once you know German language, you can move around swiftly. If you don't get a job here in this country, then you can go to Switzerland, and if not there, then you can go to Austria. So definitely Europe is wide open for you. If not in Europe, you will highly be accepted elsewhere in the world because you know additional language, plus on top of that you have a German degree for hospitality. Fourth advantage what I see as studying in Germany for hospitality is you get access to EU countries. You can easily move around for your internship, for your part-time job if your university allows you. Alright, and this is the best part about hospitality universities, is they have tie-up with universities abroad also, so that it makes you easy to travel abroad. Just like in last video when I went to Dresden, you know, Carl, he went to Vancouver for his internship. That is also a chance for you. If you are able to perform in front of those guys wherever you go, you might get a full-time job there also. Fifth and very interesting point as a part of benefit which I feel is, you have less of competition. For example, if you go to Switzerland, you know that Switzerland is a hub for hospitality. Everybody knows that. Now think about when there are so many colleges around you, then you're not a unique person. For Switzerland market, getting a hospitality guy is very easy because there are a lot of guys in numbers and they all are skillful because they are studying in a hospitality university. While in Germany they are less in number, there are less universities who are teaching hospitality in numbers, and that's what makes you as a person special to get into the industry as a graduate. Basically what I'm trying to say is there is a less competition, so you always have an edge over other countries currently in Germany. Last point as a part of benefit, what I feel is you are broadly accepted in this country industry, especially when you have right skill sets under your belt. Now, getting a job has to be your mission from day one. Why are you investing? When I say skill, let me define the skill now. Working in an Indian kitchen and making rumali rotis is a skill. This kind of skills you cannot find in German market. You have to find someone who has worked into Indian kitchen. Whereas if you have been someone who has worked in food and beverage or front office, honestly speaking, there is no special skills which makes you so special. How can you make yourself special? In food and beverage industry could be okay, this is also one of the things which I've never spoken to you guys. I was a professional sommelier in my job. Alright, I've done a WSET level 3, which makes a person a wine expert. So that was my level of expertise, but I never used that in this country because I never felt like, and I also changed my area of working, which is marketing now. Bottom line is, you will broadly be accepted in this country if you study right degree and you have a right skill sets. One of the questions which came to my mind when I was going through this topic at the same time when I was in Dresden is the difference between hospitality course taught in India versus hospitality course taught in Germany. The major difference what I saw here in Germany is they emphasize more on the whole business, the whole machine. When I was studying in India, the whole course was predicated only on becoming a food and beverage guy or front office guy or kitchen guy or housekeeping personnel. But we were never taught that how to run the whole business, how to run the whole management department. They emphasize here the course modules what I saw was mainly on business development, mainly on finances, mainly on accountancy, mainly on mergers and acquisitions, mainly on how to expand the chain, all that. So here you get a broader spectrum of this whole industry, that how to run the complete hotel. Whereas in India, what I was taught is how to run a particular department and how to excel in your own department. Even in India, when you work for 10, 20, 25 years, ultimately you become a general manager. Here, what I noticed that the amount of knowledge which they are giving at first, second, third semester itself, that how to run the whole proper business. That's what I liked. Alright guys, that's it from today's vlog. If anybody who wants to have a one-on-one conversation with me, if you don't know that you can register on this website, this is our website, you will have to take an appointment. Once the time and date are decided, you'll get in touch with me directly. I'm working here with my team. We are making solid developments, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys probably in future vlogs. What are the new changes happening? What are the massive developments we are making through J&M Education? Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.